Hi Evan, just going to make you a little update video here of some things I'm doing with your mini Moog. So I got the MPU 101. I just wasn't happy with the way it was calibrating and the way it was tracking toward notes. So I've decided to build you a little module. Now right now this is just a prototype. But what this does allows you to set the scale and range of your CV from your MPU 101. And it'll go between your CV input and then or CV output of your MPU 101 into the CV input. So to set between. I've made it actually run on plus negative 10 volts power. So what it'll actually do is it'll plug in. I'm thinking now, this is still just kind of in my head. I'm thinking about fixing where it'll plug into your power connector of your mini Moog. So you can just set the little module down here, and it'll all be powered, and all you gotta do is just plug into it, and it'll be great. So anyways, that's something I'm working on. I'll kind of show you how it works, how well it works. So I've just kind of calibrated it. Now this thing only has 10% tolerance resistors. When I actually build yours, I'm going to put 1% tolerance so there won't be any drift. Right now there's a little drift just because of the resistor tolerances. But as you can see, and your octave shift works. When we go low, so as you can see, it's actually holding tuning very well with this circuit. It allows you to do a full scale of your mini Moog. And that's fantastic. Just like I said, I wasn't happy with it, so I came up with this little circuit. Actually took some circuitry from the later Moogs to kind of build this circuit. I was inspired by some of the other Moog circuitry. So this is actually a Moog style circuit, just with my own kind of flair to it. But also, while I'm on the subject here, I'll kind of show you your mini Moog. So I've got your oscillator board fixed where it no longer intermittently works. I'll give you an example. If I hit a note here, I can wiggle the board pretty violently. I'll turn on both other oscillators here. So you can see there's no tuning problems now. Works great. Also fixed the your mini Moog up with a buffer board, as you can see up there in the front. That little IC there, that's actually buffering the voltages out of your range switches, like the later mini Moogs had, and that's going to help big time with the interaction between the oscillators and your CV. Something else I did, as I had mentioned, is I redid your CV input as well. I changed your gate circuit a bit, and also cleaned up your wiring for your CV. So what I did, I actually replaced the flags for your CV out of your keyboard circuit to the oscillator board, and added all matching color wiring. Changed the gate circuit as well, so there no longer has to be any connections to your boards. The benefit of this is that you can take any of these boards out, put in another set of boards, and they'll work perfectly without any kind of modification. So I made this thing really clean and made all the modifications within the chassis itself. So it'll work with any other board if you ever have to try to replace a board or whatever. And then also there's just nothing soldered to the boards, so you don't have to worry about having to remember where a point was soldered or any of that kind of stuff. So it just kind of cleaned it up. Your filter does have some problems. Right now I'm running my clone filter board in here. I got your filter board over here. What you got going on is you don't have any regeneration, which is that's your biggest problem. Regeneration means self-oscillation. The self-oscillation range is just not within spec. And so I suspect it's either a transistor out of spec, or it could just be calibration. I hadn't tried to calibrate it yet. Really just been trying to get all this working like I wanted it, because I know this was your critical area, is you like to use this thing with a external CV driver for MIDI. So I've been really focusing on this, and also just taking care of the primary issues that you had with this. But once I get to your filter board and all that, we'll make sure everything sounds like it should as well. But anyways, just want to make the update video here, Evan, and hope things are going well, and we'll be in touch. Take care.